Hello! I recently discovered a new app called Tongues, and it's quite unique as a language learning app, so I thought I'd do a review to tell you all about it. I'm a qualified language teacher, and I've been developing language learning technology for well over 15 years, so I'm always interested to keep an eye on new apps. When I first discovered this app, what I loved most is that it's not a chatbot. In the past 2 or 3 years, there have been hundreds of new language learning apps that are chatbots, and I'm so bored of seeing more and more of those. So when I tried Tongues and found that it's doing something completely different, I was really excited by the founder's innovative thinking. Tongues is basically like a TikTok or Instagram, just for language learning content. At the moment, only Spanish, but I'm sure they'll add other languages soon. Each post is teaching you a specific word, often trying to make it memorable in some way, and anyone can upload content. First, here are some things I like about this app, and then I'll talk about some negatives to be aware of. Okay, so this app makes language learning feel fun and easy. It's a very low effort way to engage with a foreign language. I think it's great at making people feel like they're learning and making people feel that they're doing something more useful than wasting time on traditional social media. Whether they are actually learning much is a different matter, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But if we think about Duolingo, one of the reasons that Duolingo has become so popular is that it does a very good job of making people feel or believe that they're learning something and progressing in a low effort way. I think Tongues also has a lot of potential to do that. I saw a very interesting quote in a forum recently. There's millions to be made actually teaching people stuff. Learning is hard. But there are billions to be made making people feel like they are. I think this quote applies to Duolingo, and it potentially applies to Tongues as well. Now, Tongues does reinforce some of the vocabulary that you learn by occasionally showing you a multiple choice quiz covering words that you've seen in recent posts. That's a very good idea, and it's something that obviously traditional social media doesn't do. I think that this app is great for anybody who likes a lot of fun, rapidly changing, crazy colours and sounds, or who has a short attention span. So if that's what you like, you'll probably enjoy this app. Next, I'll talk about some aspects of this app that I found less positive, and for this, I'm going to put on my language teacher hat. So I don't actually know if this is an effective way to really remember new vocabulary words. The multiple choice quizzes are good, but I think they only show you words that you've seen in your current session. I've used the app for about 3 days, and I haven't yet seen it go back and revise words from previous days. But for really learning vocabulary, it's been proven that the method of continuous repetition is what's really needed to help you remember words. Also, multiple choice quizzes are one thing, and they're quite an easy way to test yourself on words, but actually having to recall those words from nothing without the multiple choice options is a lot more difficult, and I don't know how well this app helps you do that. Next, how accurate is the content? On Instagram and TikTok, I've seen incorrect posts teaching languages, and in Tongues, we're also relying on the content creators to make good quality content. I think the app currently does some manual checks for typos and incorrect spellings, but there are other things like here an AI voice pronounced clavar incorrectly by pronouncing a V sound instead of B.
The Spanish word for hammer is clavar. Look at the word clavar closely.
And here, an AI voice got the stress wrong and stressed the final syllable of estrella instead of the second.
Star is Estrella. Isn't that a beautiful word to say? Estrella. Remember, Estrella means star in Spanish.
But the app is very new. It only launched a couple of weeks ago. So I'm sure there are a lot of things they're planning to work on and improve in the future, including better quality control checks. So to summarise, this app won't be for everyone. It's quite a hyperactive and unstructured experience. It's just random words and information thrown at you in no particular order. But I think some people enjoy that hyperstimulation. I'd say that this app is kind of like an excited chihuahua doing zoomies, whereas other apps like Spoken, Langua or Pimsleur are more like a calm, reliable golden retriever. But different people enjoy different things, so you can decide if it's right for you. If you've tried it, I'd love to hear your thoughts in a comment. If you'd like more videos like this, you can subscribe to this channel.